Alright, I'm back with another video on this topic, and I know this is a pretty debatable topic on whether cast characters are easier to use or take more skill to use than custom characters. Now, when we're talking about custom characters and cast characters, there's one big change. There's one big noticeable difference between the two, and it's just with customs you can adjust the move sets however you want, and the super souls and the stats and everything. And the cast characters, you basically got what you got in all the presets. If you only got that one preset, then that's the only moves you have with the only super soul, and that's basically it. Now, I will say with both cast and customs, you cannot switch their like string combos, their regular basic attack combos. You can't switch that up unless you transform like in the power pole, pro, giant form, or purification. Unless you do one of those, you can't really switch up the core basic attack strings that your character has. So but yeah, just based off of that, you can't switch up their basic strings, but you can switch up their move sets with customs. So that's one big difference that customs have over cast characters. And I will say that can make a big difference, because you can adjust it to whatever. Like if somebody's using a certain move, you can get a move to cancel out that move. But if y'all just playing with cast characters, or you're playing with a cast character against that certain thing, you gotta either pick that cast character that has that move or deal with it another way on whatever character you're using. So I know some people like to say custom characters are like easily better than cast characters. Now that's not necessarily the case. I know custom characters were meant to be like our own character, whatever we want. We can max it out, whatever. But you gotta remember, there are some cast characters that can keep up with custom characters, no doubt. As you can see, like I made that video on Hit Blue with Blue Goku and Gogeta. I'll link that video in the comment section below in the description. But it was basically detailing on how to fight those certain characters, and it was kind of needed because those characters they can compete with custom characters. They can compete. Their damage wise, their combo wise, their priority. Gogeta and Goku move specifically. It's more of damage and priority mostly for hit. That's why those characters, they kind of like even in a sense, because a Gogeta Spam and Punisher Drive can overpower a hit, because hit basically just has time skip moves and just regular combos, but it's just basically how you use them. But those characters, if you're gonna, I'm not gonna use those characters. For example, if I use those characters, like most people like to compare like cast characters, like the most, not cast characters, the most OP custom characters to like the minimalist cast characters. You know, like they'll compare a maxed out Male Saiyan that goes Super Saiyan 3 with the Kave Super Soul to a fucking Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, or a Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Now Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is really good, just damage wise he can get out damaged, but he has a lot of health, and that back hit we already know about that. But like they'll compare it to like the weakest cast characters, and that's not a fair comparison. If you're gonna compare the strongest if you're gonna compare the strongest custom character build that you can have, you gotta compare it to the strongest cast characters that you can use. You know what I'm saying? So if we compare it to a medium range, to where like you get, like I said, the cast characters, I mean the custom characters, I keep getting the two switched up, I'm sorry, but the custom characters in this game are meant to be the strongest, but they can easily be whatever you want them to be. They can be the weakest, they can be the strongest, they can be in the middle. All right, so if I got a hybrid male human, right, or any race for that matter, where I got like, I don't know what their specific stats are, but let's just say 50 in every stat, you know. If I have 50 in every stat, then you can't really compare it to a hit Gogeta or Super Saiyan Blue Goku. You can compare them more closely to like Rose Goku Black, Zamasu, not Zamasu, but you know, characters like that. So it all goes in a range. You know, if somebody is using a hit on you and you have a maxed out Male Saiyan, then that's really a fair, that's basically a fair fight, to be honest, because the hit can compete with custom characters. So it's as if he's picking a custom character. But if a person using hit only says you're good with customs, they have no reason to complain, because if they only use hit or Gogeta or Blue Goku, they're basic, and that's the only characters on the roster they use. They're basically using custom characters, just non-customizable, because they can compete. You know what I'm saying? They can compete with them. So if they can only use those, they're just as in the wrong as a person that can only use custom characters. There's two situations, one with cast and one with custom. Say you're about to have a first to 5 and you pick Gotenks, and the person you're fighting picks Blue Goku or Gogeta or Cooler Final Form, you know, any one of those. Is that a fair fight? No, it's the same scenario as if you fight a maxed out Namekian versus you using a hybrid female human, you know. They're good. They can be good. Like, it's not the exact same, but they got their perks. Just like Gotenks has his perks with Super Ghost Kamikaze. Easily, it's an easily not a abusable move, but it's a safe move, you know. And Hit, you know, he got priority and everything. So if you're gonna compare it with that, the female human that's a hybrid and got 50 and everything, they got access to all the moves, but in exchange they can't really do as much damage, and they won't have as much priority because that Super Saiyan will most likely go Super Saiyan 3. It's one of those scenarios. Every character has their perks, but at the end of the day, one's gonna be better overall. It's just how good you can use that perks that it has over that other character. So as for CaC characters taking more skill to use, it depends. It kind of depends basically just how it is with custom characters. If you can like take out a health bar in one combo with your custom, then I mean, I'm not saying it don't take skill. It just take minimum effort, you know. So and just like if you're using Gogeta, Hit, or Blue Goku, or Final Form Cooler, or any character that shits out damage on the roster, it don't take a lot of effort, to be honest. It don't take as much effort. So that's what people got to realize, and that's where mostly the problem comes in when people compare customs to CaCs. They're like the damage. What I'm like, well, it don't really make that much of a difference because CaCs characters can shit out damage too. I guarantee you. Use Super Boo, Lord Slug, they can shit out damage too. I guarantee you. The most infamous one is Hit. So, you know, that wouldn't do damage, especially if you go pure progress. And mostly the damage from CaCs comes from that transformation of the Super Souls. So, I mean, if you want to count Hit's pure progress, that you can compare that to a custom character going transforming, you know, and he can do 9K in one combo. So, yeah, well, like that's comparable to a male Saiyan, if I'm being honest. That is very comparable to a Super Saiyan 3 male Saiyan maxed out. So, in total, in conclusion, um, regarding customs and CaCs characters, it all depends on which characters you use, how their stats are, not even their combo strings really, because some custom characters aren't as easy to use. Well, most of them are built to be easy to use, but CaCs characters, yeah, they're a little harder, they're a little more technical, but they can still be easy to use and easily avoidable. Like if a Saiyan keeps doing their hard hitting combo where they do the kick, I mean, that don't make no difference between a Vegeta just doing the bicycle kick combo over and over again. Like, that combo is actually worse than the Super Saiyan one, because at least that does so much damage in a short amount of time. Except with the Saiyan one, it's like more combinations to it. Like, it's an extended type thing. But with the Vegeta kicks, it's just quick. In like 3 seconds, you got the whole combo done. With a Saiyan, it's about 5 to 6. You see what I'm saying? And by the time you do that Vegeta combo 3 times on that new Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta preset, you basically like getting the damage done right there. That's about 8K damage, I'm pretty sure of it. And then you got Focus Flash and all that. And his key supers ain't really low, to be honest. Look at Mursamasu's Divine Wrath, it does 11K damage. Mine's on my female human, maxed out, does only 11K. I mean 15K. So it's not too far apart, to be honest, especially, and the only reason why I did that much was because I had buffs. I had a transformation and a Super Soul. Murasamasu don't have none of that, and he can still pretty much come close. Like if I didn't have that transformation and Super Soul, I would be doing the same damage. So you can't say they stat wise, for the most part, it doesn't make that, it's not that big of a gap. It's more of how you use them and which characters you use, and it goes all in all with the custom characters as well. Like if a character with 0 stats in, it's just comparable to a character with all his stats in, you know. So yeah, that's basically what I can compare it to. It's like a TN versus Hit. He has a very small stat circle, and Hit has a very large stat circle. So yeah, that's basically comparable. But yeah, that's just my video for today. Hopefully y'all enjoy. Leave a like if you like the video. Leave a comment, let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.